Alright, we're going to do a review on Primal freeze-dried cat food. This particular flavor is beef and salmon. And sorry, the bag's a little wrinkly, but I wanted to do an honest review. I wanted to do a review after I had a chance to actually use this. Not once or twice. I wanted to use it for a while and see how and if my cats liked it. Now, I will tell you that this is not the cheapest food on the market. With that said, it's not as much as some of the others. This particular food is a raw food, but unlike some of them, like Darwin, that has to come frozen to your door, you can pick this up. It's freeze dried. It comes in a sealed bag. It does have a packet in there to keep the moisture out. They consider this to be all natural. I do not see an organic food, but anyway, so let's go. It says 91% beef, salmon, organs, and bone, and 9% produce and supplements. Cats are carnivorous creatures. In other words, they are meat eaters. So it's very important that the food that you buy be mostly meat. And a lot of them have meat byproducts or whatever. This doesn't have that. I'll just read you the first couple of ingredients on this one. Beef hearts, beef livers, ground beef bones, salmon, organic kale, organic squash, organic carrots, organic apples, organic broccoli, cranberries, blueberries, organic pumpkin seeds, organic sunflower seeds. And then it goes into something I'm not sure, and I'll have to look it up. I can't even pronounce it. I'll list these out in the comments. But then it goes organic apple cider vinegar, organic parsley, salmon oil. Okay, so let's go over this. Now, it says, you know, wash your hands and all that. I'm not that scared of it. I will tell you that it's probably a good idea. It has a self-sealing bag, but what I do is I roll it and put a rubber band around it, and then I've got a little snack baggie, and I've got some rubber gloves that just easier to put on, because what they want you to do with this is they come in little squares like this, and what they want you to do is to crush them up, and the directions say just add water, and what they say, it has a whole thing about the safe handling, by the way, but the whole thing here is it says it has a little thing, cat weight and how many nuggets. For example, a 10-pound cat, they say 4 nuggets a day, and then they have a daily feeding percentage and all that. Now, it tells you, let's see where it is on here, but it says how much water. You know, it says it makes 3 pounds also in this bag, which is 14 ounces. But let me tell you something. And I'll zoom in on this, so maybe you can pause it if you want to see the ingredients here. The directions, again, you can stop it and you can look at it, and about the nuggets. But the thing is here, somewhere on here it said how much, feeding directions. It says you can use either rehydrate with water or primal goat milk for optimum nutrition. It says 1 tablespoon of water or raw milk for every nugget. It's going to take a lot more than 1 tablespoon. I don't know how they got that. I have a instant hot water thing, and it helped it dissolve better. You just have to, of course, make sure that it's cooled off before you give it to your pet. Now, we have senior kitties, and as cats get older, they can become a little frail, and it's very important to have high protein type foods And this is a good high protein food, but they become finickier as they get older. All my kitties are seniors, which I think is 7 and over, but all ours are over 10. Actually, all ours are over 12. We just lost one that was almost 17. He didn't have a chance to try this one. But let me just tell you this. They didn't all like it, okay? But that's common with most every food. Now, I would purchase this from Chewy.com or Petco or PetSmart's pretty good too. If your cat doesn't like it, you can take it back, hold your receipt. Chewy.com is pretty good about it as well. But the one that I really wanted to eat it, she's a rescue kitty. When we actually from outside here, when we got her, she had a terrible kidney infection. She had to go undergo 2 rounds of antibiotics, and if we hadn't taken her, she probably wasn't very long to die. But we've had her now for 13 years. She likes it. She really does. Now, again, it's going to take more than the 1 tablespoon, so don't worry about adding too much. Just a little at a time and crunch it up. And I use a little spoon to make sure it's all mixed up good. The warmer water seems to help it to dissolve quickly. But it's a neat concept to give your cat raw food. And the thing is that, you know, when your cat's used to eating all this processed canned food or dry food, they're not going to take to it necessarily right away, so you may want to merge it into their food. But I would give this a thumbs up. I like it, especially if you only have 1 cat or 2. It's not going to be as expensive. For somebody like me that has 5, not only do they not all like it, this flavor. Okay, I haven't tried the other flavors. I would imagine that I would find one of their flavors that they would like. Also, I'm going to do another review, a separate one on their kitty treats, but that'll be, you'll have to look at that post. I'll do that separately. But again, I wanted to give this several weeks to try, and I like it. I like it because it's, as they get older too, they're prone to more diseases and illness, and this is a raw food. That's what their bodies are made for. Probably would have been great to keep them on something like this from the time they were kittens or younger. So I give it a 2 thumbs up. I like it. I like the concept. I like the purity. I like the organicness of it. I like the rawness, which is what your cat's supposed to have and eat. Make sure you wash your hands because it supposedly is a raw thing, and it's got a big thing on there, a safe handling, you know, once you mix it, it says, you know, of course, use it 3 to 5 days under refrigeration, but I would just do it as you're feeding it to them. So 1.5 things at a time. Nuggets is what I use, and you know, again, it says crude protein 53%, crude fat 30%, fiber 3, moisture 3. Once it's rehydrated, it says crude protein 15%, fat 10%, fiber 1%, moisture 69%. I don't know why I guess it's different protein content. Anyway, 73s get you this.